When it comes to suicide in the U.S., it's estimated there are 132 suicides each day. That means 5 people will die this hour. But that does not have to happen. There is something we can do, and there are plenty of resources. In fact, if you have any concerns right now, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline right now, 1-800-273-8255. You can also do something here at home this Sunday. There's going to be a walk for prevention for survivors and for hope. This morning, Michelle Madden with Survivors of Suicide Loss is joining us. Thanks so much, Michelle, for being here. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Eric, for allowing me to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about your story here, how you became involved with Survivors of Suicide Loss. Your story, it really is heartbreaking.
So yeah, in 2004, I lost my brother Jamie to suicide, and then 10 days after that, I lost my cousin Chip. And once I got into a support group about 2 weeks after that, and with Survivors of Suicide Loss, and I attended their group for 2 years, and then I became a facilitator for their group. And through that journey, I've learned a lot about suicide. And you know, sometimes they say suicide, after a suicide, hindsight is 20/20. And if I had known that family members could be at a higher risk after a suicide, I would have done something more to help my cousin. But I didn't know, so I can't blame myself for not knowing something. But I have been involved with Survivors of Suicide Loss ever since I lost my brother.
Knowing what you know now, what are maybe 2 or 3 things people need to keep in mind who are listening to this right now that maybe just aren't feeling the best? They're depressed, or they know of a loved one or someone that committed suicide recently.
So if you know somebody that's struggling, ask them if they're willing to get help. Point out the things that you've noticed them saying or doing. Sometimes, like, they pull away from family, or they disengage. They might be using drugs or alcohol to numb some pain. Just ask them and refer them to help. I tell people it's easier if you make that phone call for them, because it takes scary out of a scary situation.
Tell us about this walk, or why people should donate to this event. We're encouraging people to do that here this Sunday.
So this is our signature event. This is how we raise the funds to fund our organization for the next year. And we depend on donations to do this work. Our walk is not only a walk for those who've lost someone. We get to honor those who died by suicide. We get to remember how they lived. We have some opportunities for them, some activities for them to do at the walk. It is also an event for people who are struggling with mental health. They can come out and see all kinds of resources that are available in our community. I know when I lost my brother, I didn't know about mental health. What I knew was totally different than knowing all the resources that are available.
Yes,
and sometimes for someone to reach out for help, they don't know where to start.
Sure. So, and that's why this is such an incredible resource. How can someone get in touch and get in contact with survivors of suicide? How can they get involved in this if this is something that's impacting their life?
So if they've lost someone to suicide, I'd love for them to connect with us. They can actually just email me, and I would send them what we call our new loss packet. And it's Michelle, Michele, at soslsd.org. And if you want to just come out and join our walk this weekend, we'd love for you to come out. You can register either online. The easiest way is probably just go to our website and click on events, and then or show up at the day of. It costs a little bit more the day of, but we'd love to have you come out and support us.
Yeah, we would love everyone to do that as well. Michelle, thanks so much for your time. SOSL.SD.org is the website.
No, SOSL. SD.org.
SOSL.SD.org. Want to make sure we get that right. Thanks again for your time.